Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Alexis. I am an adaptive powerlifter from Pennsylvania and a Buff Bunny Collection exclusive athlete. Today is going to be a quick review and run through of a capsule drop from Buff Bunny Collection, but I'm also going to include a few items from the previous Grounds collection launch that I was not able to receive in my PR package, but some things that I thought deserved a little bit of room on my YouTube channel. So all of the descriptions and up-close perspectives that I give in my reviews are really so that you can see what I see and so that you have all the information that you can get for your clothing review, but before you try and purchase these items. So if you think that any of that is helpful, please use my code LEXI, L-E-X-I at checkout. That not only gives you 10% discount, but it also gives me 10% commission and lets the Buff Bunny Collection team know that my support is growing. So without further ado, let's get into it. Next up, we have the beautiful 6-inch inseam butter bodysuit. This is made out of butter fabric, so it is lightweight, super stretchy in all directions. I'm gonna have to hold on to my camera to go over all of the details because the tripod that I have doesn't extend big enough. The trouble of being a content creator. So it has a beautiful square neckline. We have seen a top that is similar to this from the Juicy collection, the long sleeve butter crop, where it had a curved bottom to it, no front rise seams. It has a deep V waistband. I have a double crotch gusset that runs throughout that entire 6-inch inseam. The sleeves and the bottom portion are single layered, whereas the entire torso area is double layered, and it is also double layered in the back. So that's just going to give you a little bit of compression. On the inside front of the bodysuit, there is no built-in bra shelf, there's no bra shelf liner, and no slits, and no removable bust pads. On the inside back of the bodysuit, there is no elastic band for the glute separation. It is just a wide stitch seam that will allow a little bit of glute separation. The neckline all the way down to the bottom of the V waistband at 13 inches. The crotch gusset to the bottom of the waistband at 5 inches, a 6-inch inseam length. The curved long sleeve crop top. The difference between this and the bodysuit has this inverted stitch seam that hits right above the bust area, and the long sleeve butter crop does not have that. The long sleeve butter crop has a thumb hole. A lot of people were saying that this stitch seam right below the thumb hole was coming open and it wasn't sewn very well, and in the bodysuit we don't have any thumb holes. So I think Buff Bunny Collection kind of corrected this issue. The square neck opening for the curved top is about 8 inches. For the bodysuit is about 8 inches as well. This bodysuit feels so good. It is buttery soft. I feel sexy, confident, curvy. It is very flattering, but it also reminds me a little bit of a leotard. So if you have ever danced or done figure skating, this is kind of giving me leotard, and I'm here for it. I'm glad it says with a large. The double lining all throughout the torso area gives just a tiny bit of compression. So from the side you can see where that deep V begins here and then comes up. It's giving me a little bit of tummy control, and it just looks really good on the curves on the back. I don't think it rides up as much as the Aggressive Scrunch. However, it is going to seem just a little bit shorter because I think I'm a little bit taller and the fabric pulls up a little bit in order to cover my glutes, if that makes sense. Because it's black, it's pretty cellulite friendly. However, I know the lighter colors in butter fabric don't do as well in concealing like thick cellulite, so just kind of keep that in mind. For butter fabric is more for loungewear and lifestyle, so I will say the butter fabric has pilled on me brushing up against something. So there are ways that you can get rid of the pilling or the little tiny balls of fabric that bunch up when you rub against something. So just kind of be mindful with the butter fabric as you're wearing this bodysuit. Again, there is no built-in bra shelf, so from the side, as it is, I am wearing bra stickies. It's not like very flattering. I think that this bodysuit can be large bust friendly if you wear a bra underneath it. I think you could wear the double twist sports bra with this, and hopefully the straps won't show. I think you have a good amount of coverage, and the square neck is like opens and is close to the base of your neck. So I do think that you'll be able to wear a sports bra with this and kind of conceal that. But I do have a Buff Bunny Collection black sticker that I'm going to do a swat test with. I do think that the sleeves are pretty tight. They were tight on the long sleeve curve crop top that we saw in the Juicy collection as well. I carry extra weight and loose skin in my arms. In terms of sizing, I do think that the bodysuit is true to size. I would not recommend sizing down. It's kind of tricky. I have a longer torso, and you see the neckline is a little bit curved. If I were to pull it up just a little bit to look more like a square neckline, the fabric is being pulled up at my crotch, and I don't want to have, you know, more camel toe. The butter fabric is stretchy in all directions. However, when you size down, you're risking a little bit more sheerness from the fabric being stretched out on your glutes, and you know, you're risking a little bit of length in the torso. Overall, I'm a really big fan of this bodysuit. I will have to give it a 9 out of 10. Again, me and my personal preferences. I do wish that we were able to have like a taller version, just because moving around my apartment, I had dinner while wearing this. I do feel like it's not exactly like tall girl friendly, and I do wish that it had a built-in bra shelf or like bra pads. The tightness in the arms I'm not really concerned about. It's not something like super annoying, and it's definitely not uncomfortable because the butter fabric stretches, but it is something just to keep in mind if you're like me and you've been on a health journey and you have, you know, some extra weight and loose skin in your arms. So overall, I think this is super slick, super flattering, so it's very chic. I'm definitely a big fan of it. First up, we have the Snap Crop Shacket. It is made of suiting fabric. It's coming in 2 different colors. Front closure buttons. It also has 2 front breast pockets. They are just open pockets. Put in my phone and have a little bit of additional space. It is just that layer of suiting material. If you can hear this, the fabric does make a little bit of noise. It is more of a dense fabric. It does not have any stretch to it. Of the lines right above the breastbone, which mimic like a denim jacket. It has sleeve buttons as well, and it does have a more straight line fit to it. You can hang this up. It has a nice simple collar design, and the bottom seam of the entire jacket is just nice and simple. Back side of the jacket, the fabric seam line that goes across the back leads into the sleeves and runs all the way down to the cuffs. The cuffs are a nice wide cuff design. For me, I personally appreciate that button closure because being an adaptive limb different person, it's actually really hard for me to put the button through the loophole of normal jackets. So having button closure, for me, I personally appreciate. That cuff is nicely sewn on the inside. It's not going to be itchy. Just have the slit. That way you can roll this up. There really is no other detail to it. The breast pocket measures in 6.5 inches, 5.5 inches wide. The width of the jacket about 21 inches. The top of the sleeve all the way down about 26.5 inches. From the neckline all the way to the bottom is about 17 inches. So chic. It feels like a elevated, you know, suit jacket kind of fabric. I have a longer torso, so this hits at a meet and greet length on me and looks like a crop. However, I think if you're a shorter girl, it's going to look a little bit like down by the hip bone kind of area length. It is pretty well structured in its design, so you can see these buttons aren't buttoned up, but it automatically just wants to like stay closed. I do carry a lot of extra loose skin in my arms from being on my health journey, so I do think that the sleeves fit a little bit snug. I wish they were let out just a little bit. I don't really have like any additional room. In the back, it hits a little bit lower than mid-waist, so I think that's going to be flattering as well because it just kind of highlights like the curvature of my back and my glutes. It fits fine in the shoulders. I don't think it's like too tight. I think as a simple layer, this is a really great item because it's like pretty slick. It's not going to pill. And I do think if you are a large busted woman, you will be fine with this top. The sleeves are pretty long, so even rolled up, I think it does look pretty nice. Overall, fit and feel pretty good. I do want to give this a 9 out of 10. The reason why it loses a couple of half points for me and my personal preferences is because number one, the sleeves are just a little bit too long, and that's difficult to get right for every single body type. So I do think that this, you know, top is a little bit more tall girl friendly. I do wish that it had like a lining on the inside because I can feel the sleeve seams, but it's not anything uncomfortable. But overall, I am a big fan of this crop. I think this would pair really well, not only with, you know, workout leggings, but also like a nice pair of A-line dress pants. We have some more Buff Bunny pump covers or Buff Bunny graphic tees, and I love these graphic tees because I'm loving more of the neutral tones, and they match really well with the previous launch that we've seen with the Grounds collection. So I'm just really excited as we're moving into fall, we're getting more of these fall neutrals. So the Buff Bunny graphic, Buff Bunny emblems, Buff Bunny collection, established 2016 in cursive, BB overlaying itself. We do not have any additional details. This is a classic fit t-shirt. I will say that we also have a Buff Bunny collection, a long sleeve t-shirt, and I have to say this feels a lot softer and a little bit lighter weight compared to the 7 Deadly Sins collection t-shirts, a Buff Bunny collection graphic on the back of the t-shirt. So it almost reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, less in case rose, and just the cursive Buff Bunny. The jersey material at the bottom of the cuffs throughout the neckline is really soft. It is stretchy, so I think you're gonna be able to stretch this pretty wide and get it over your head without messing up your makeup. If I line up the neckline of all 3 of these t-shirts, we can see that the Juicy collection t-shirt is about 29 inches long, and these 2 new t-shirts are about 28 inches long. So the Juicy t-shirt is just going to be about an inch longer. All 3 of these shirts are size 3XL. Next up, we have the Wicked Sports Bra. I know that the sports bra is coming back, and I believe the last time we saw it was in Kara Corey's 7 Deadly Sins collection. However, this is my first time having the sports bra. The Wicked Sports Bra is made of eco-poly material. It's pretty like smooth and slick performance fabric. It is stretchy, but not as stretchy as Nubray or Butter fabric. And there is some mesh material on the sides, but I'm not quite sure what the fabric composition of that is. It's a high neckline sports bra over the bust, kind of contour, has a racer back design, a large opening at the bottom, Velcro adjustable band. It does feel similar to the airbrush fabric. This sports bra comes with 3 different pockets. It does feature a laser cut pocket at the very top of the racer back designs, and on the sides it has this mesh pocket with the same eco-poly material that lines the top seam of the pocket just to kind of hold it in place a little bit better. Other side, it also has a pocket. Again, it has a contour stitch seam right above the bust. The fabric is like folded in, and then there's a stitch that goes over it. On the neckline, a zigzag pattern which allows this to stretch. So when you're putting it on, you could stretch it out and hopefully not get, you know, your makeup on it. It's a silicone Buff Bunny emblem. What makes up this racer back design is that the 2 pieces of eco-poly fabric were glued together, and you can kind of see the outline of the pocket where it was glued together, and it is a raw cut edge that is glued together in the racer back design, and you can kind of see that a little bit more apparent where the opening of that pocket is. So the 2 pieces of fabric were glued together here and then have that opening for the pocket. It's actually large enough to fit my iPhone 14. Opening for the bra, and it's that raw edge design. The bra, I think, is considered more of a midline bra. In the front, the elastic band is encased in that eco-poly fabric, and it's a wide elastic band, so it's a little bit stretchy and just lends a little bit more support to the bust. However, this is like a micro loop Velcro was added onto the bottom band of the bra, and that part makes it not stretchy and just adds a lot more support. But on this side of the bra, that bottom band to the front carries over into the side. Dyed to match metal hardware. The Velcro attachment itself, it's not stretchy at all, it's pretty dense. Having that adjustability is really nice. And I actually really appreciate the Velcro adjustments rather than like buttons or hook and loop closure, because with me missing most of my fingers, I consider this bra to be an adaptive bra. It's more accessible, it's more easy to be able to adjust it. So I really appreciate this bra, and I'm really glad that I was able to receive it and review it for this video. Details on the inside of the bra, that the bra shelf liner is really defined, and it will help give you a little bit of shape with this stitch seam that was sewn into the breast. It will definitely hold the removable cup pads in place. Removable cup pads from the top side of the bra. The opening for it is the fabric folded onto the bottom band. Again, is encased in that eco-poly fabric. On the sides of the inside of the bra, we have simple inverted stitch seams. And just like the neck opening, that same zigzag pattern throughout the armpit area of the bra that allows it a little bit more stretch when you're putting it on. The back panel was sewn into the front panel of the bra, and that is some pretty like wide like thicker stitch seams, but they feel so smooth and luxurious and very, very well done. On the inside, it's just the inner layer of that panel fabric. It does come with a linen bag, and the linen bag is so cute. It has a little Buff Bunny emblem tag on it, and Buff Bunny just does such a good job with all of the details of their items. So this garment bag is a mesh material. It kind of reminds me of like basketball shorts, and it has a zipper, and this is really nice because when you put the bra, Get Sports Bra in here, when you wash it, that way the Velcro won't attach to any other of, you know, items that you wash this with. So I just think that Buff Bunny collection does such a great job with all of the little details for their garments. I definitely feel held in place. I do think it's small bust and a large bust friendly. I don't have any tension in the neck. I do think that the fabric, you know, stretches around the armpit area and in the back. I like that you can have that adjustability with the Velcro back, because when I first put it on it was really tight. So I loosened it up, and I think it looks a lot more better fitting this way. Love that simple racer back design. And I forgot that you have the pockets here, so it's nice you can put different items in there. Although I have a wide body frame and a flatter chest, I still think that this is fairly flattering from the side, because you do have just a little bit of support from the wide like underbust band, and because it does have a little bit of a contour around the bust, I think from the front side it is pretty flattering. From the side profile, it does not dig into my lats. It's pretty comfortable. Again, the material around the lining of the lats is pretty stretchy. I think it hits in a really good spot. I think that the fabric itself is pretty slick. It's going to like dry a lot faster than new braid or butter fabric. However, a sweat, I think that would show because this isn't a super dark color. I do think that this sports bra is small bust friendly. I have a small bust and a wide frame. However, I still think it's like pretty flattering from the side. It just gives me a little bit of like shaping around my cups. And I also think it's large bust friendly because it comes up pretty high, close to the armpit area. And then with that high neckline and the thick or wide, sturdy underbust band. So overall, I want to rate this bra a 9 out of 10, and the reason why it's losing a few half points for me and my personal preferences is because I noticed as I was moving around in my apartment where the slit is for the cup pads, the sides have kind of come out to play. It's not major, but it's a little annoying for me. And then in the back, I do wish that this band was elastic. I have a little bit of gaping. I think if it was stretchy, it would stretch when you move, and then it would come, you know, contort back into place. So I do wish that the bottom back band was a little bit more stretchy, but overall, I definitely will be wearing this bra for my like high impact workout days, and I'm very happy with the fit, and I'm really excited to try it finally. It wasn't quite in the cards for me to get it previously, so I'm very thankful Buff Bunny collection allowed me to try this. So a good sports bra option for more high support and impact workouts. Up next, we have the Double Dip Butter Sports Bra. This is in the beautiful print, Concrete Matter. So it has little speckles color in it, and I think that is really nice. It's a very like monochrome kind of subtle print. It is double dip because the neckline is U-shaped, and in the back you also have another U-shape. The details, this is a short line sports bra. It does come with bust pads that are removable. It is considered a light support sports bra. It does have a very small, thin, elastic band that is encased in the butter fabric, and that elastic band runs all throughout the bottom of the sports bra. The bra is double lined all throughout, and I think that's nice because it just gives it a tiny bit more support. Some inverted seam on the sides. In the back, it has a silicone Buff Bunny emblem. The stitch detailing is really nice. We see this a lot with Buff Bunny collection. It runs throughout the top and throughout the entire top of the bra, and that stitching does not have any elastic included, but it is still stretchy in the way that it is stitched together. This has top stitch seams for the straps that connect the front and the back panels. On the inside, you do have a bra shelf stitch seam separator, so that way the cup pads don't move around too much. The cup pads are removable from the top slit here. Just a pretty simple back design. This is such a nice, like, essential, everyday, like, bra. I don't know, I'm actually really liking it. Really comfortable. It feels like luxurious and buttery soft. I do notice just a tiny bit of support and tightness from the bottom elastic band that runs all throughout the bra. I notice it just here in the back a little bit, but it's not like a super like low cut bra. I like the, you know, round scoop neck line, but I think from the side, again, it's like butter fabric, so it doesn't really have any lift or support, so it doesn't really give any shape to my flatter chest. I do think that this is going to be large and small bust friendly, large bust friendly, because again, you have a good amount of coverage, side boob coverage, and then it is a scoop neckline, so it's not like, you know, super low rise. Here it is from the back. I like that, you know, open scoop neckline and just a tiny bit, you know, of support and structure from the bottom band of the bra. In terms of sizing, this is a size large, so I definitely think that this is true to size. I do not think that you should size down because it gives, on me, I think it just gives the appropriate amount of support and compression. It is advertised as a lifestyle and light support sports bra, so I think it is like exactly as described. I would honestly give this a 10 out of 10. There's actually nothing I would change about it. It's exactly as described. It's comfortable. I don't think that there's really anything I don't like about it. So this double dip sports bra is definitely a win-win, and I hope that we can see this in different colors in the future. The ribbed seamless crop top. This is made from seamless material, pretty stretchy in all directions. It has a wider ribbed design. It's more of a square neckline at the top and then the notch in the middle. A vertical rib design is made more for lifestyle and lounging, and the strap is actually sewn onto the back panel of the top. A U-shaped open back design. Crop top is actually double lined throughout the entire crop top. Nice wide stitching detail that runs down the sides of the tank top. It has a dyed Buff Bunny emblem throughout the entire top. There is the fabric sewn, you can see that, and the stitching is really nice where it still stretches with the entire top, and we also see that in the open back design as well as the armpit area. Inside of the bra, the way that it is stitched at the bottom, there's no elastic band, it's just two pieces of fabric sewn together, and that creates the bra shelf line. The crop top does come with bust pads that are removable from the top slit, and in the back we can see that those straps were simply sewn onto the back panel of the crop top. It is just like a raw cut of the fabric from the strap, and then it's sewn on here. I kind of wish it would have been a stitch that went over this and onto the panel. That way it would lay a little bit more smooth. This just kind of sticks up, and you can see that kind of rough cut edge there. I was surprised, like opening this out of the package, it does feel more dense. This ribbed crop top will sort of align and match with these waterfall seamless leggings. You can see they both have the same ribbed detail pattern design there. So the waistband of the waterfall seamless leggings is the same density as the crop top because it's double lined waistband, double lined crop top, but the leggings are a little bit thinner because they're not double lined all throughout. It's just a single, you know, sheet of seamless fabric. Is a lot more dense and a lot more like structured than I thought it was going to be, because it is doubly lined and throughout the entire top. It actually surprised me, so it is comfortable. However, the fabric does feel a little bit stiff, but I think if I wash it a few times it probably will loosen up in the feeling a little bit. It is flattering. It adds just an elevated design look to it. I am wearing the waterfall seamless leggings with it, and I do think that this is a very cute set together. The straps are comfy, they're stretchy. The straps hit in a good position, it's not awkward, and then that U-shape open back is really cute. And I do feel like the bottom band holds into place. If I move around a lot, it's not gonna like roll up on me because there's no elastic band on the inside part of the crop top. So I don't really think it's large bust friendly because of that notch and because of not having a bunch of support. So don't think of it just as a crop top, but more like just a tank top, because I feel like if you bend over, you might have a spill out if you're a larger busted woman. But for exercises where you're bending over, I definitely have like a little bit of a worry for women to spill out. The straps are comfortable, but they are pretty loose, so just kind of keep that in mind too. If you have a larger bust, those straps could stretch out and this could be a little bit lower than cleavage level than what you want. In terms of sizing, I definitely think it is true to size. It is pretty stretchy, so if you are looking for something a little bit more compressive to really like hold you in more, you probably could size down if you wanted to, because that seamless material is so stretchy. I want to give this top a 9 out of 10. The first thing that is not like within my preference is that these straps are pretty stretchy. Even though they're in the rib material is in the vertical direction, they're still pretty stretchy in all directions. So I wish that these were taken in just a little bit, just to make me feel a little bit more held in. And then the notch part, I wish it was just a little bit smaller because, you know, the fabric stretches out and I just feel like it's a little bit wide and it's not super flattering on my flat chest frame. But overall, it's really comfortable. It's a lot more like compressive and durable than I thought it was going to be, and I just think it fits, you know, all around really, really well. So I definitely recommend this top if you're looking just for an everyday lifestyle top. Holy moly, is the Game Changer duffel bag incredible, and it is absolutely worth the hype. I do want to go over the details on this because this is my first time owning this bag. In the front, it does have a personal item pocket compartment, and there are sewn in pockets. There is a thin Velcro that attaches to kind of keep everything in place, and this is large enough for me to fit my iPhone 14 comfortably. It dyed to match metal Buff Bunny emblem and engraved Buff Bunny collection towards the bottom. Bottom compartment is completely detachable, and it has Buff Bunny emblem on the zippers as well. The inner portion has a mesh coverage, of course Buff Bunny engraved. Really great for shoes. I'm going to try for me to have my weightlifting belt in here, maybe press down my knee sleeves. The bottom of the bag is kind of a semi-hard shell. It's flexible, but there is probably a cardboard material in here that keeps it a little bit more structured and stiff. But the bottom of the vegan leather has these dyed to match metal legs that allow it to, you know, hit the ground but not necessarily scratch up the vegan leathers. On the side of the bag, a insulated food compartment. And on the back side, we have this multi-pocket, multi-use area. Velcro closing for this top pocket here. Another pocket here that does not have any Velcro or any kind of zipper or button closure. However, bottom of that segment, Buff Bunny engraved zipper, and when we open this up, you place this compartment on top of your luggage, short handles, and we do have a full-length adjustable strap that can go crossbody. It's also dyed to match metal hardware, a padded shoulder pad on opposite corners of the bag. We have these D-rings, which are again dyed to match. These allow the crossbody strap to detach, and full zip closure top, and of course we have the Buff Bunny emblem zippers. To open it up, you end up having a large square opening, and that is because this bag has metal wire that goes throughout the opening of the bag just to hold it open nice and easy. They have more zippers, and they have the Buff Bunny emblem. They have a large zipper pocket here, a laptop compartment, and this is an elastic band closure. We have this beautiful quilt design padding for that compartment. We have a button closure hang things here, a pen, iPad pen compartments here. We have elastic band and mesh, you know, drink compartments here. And I'm going to turn this around, but that food compartment, if you didn't want to use it, you can fold it up, and there is buttons with an elastic band. You can snap that into place and then keep the food compartment out of the way, just so you can maximize the amount of space that you have on the inside of this bag. And I just think there's so many great details in this bag. I'm so excited that I finally got my hands on one. For the snap side pant, I chose not to receive the pants because I know that it's made from the suiting fabric and they are not stretch material. Also, us athletes only received a line sheet, so the line sheet didn't explain like the rise height or what the width of the hips versus the width of the waistband measurements were, and I was just afraid, being a curvier girl, that they may not fit me or suit my body type very well. And I will confirm that other curvy Buff Bunny collection exclusive athletes did confirm that the snap side pant were just not really curvy girl friendly, and they were a little bit more mid-rise compared to high-rise. So it just was not an item that I chose to receive in my PR package, but I will give you a little bit of information that the pants aren't ones that you can just like throw off. The snap buttons on the side are only snap button adjustable for the lower 3 buttons on your pant leg, so they stop working about like your knee height. The Dream Heather legging, I believe the first time we saw it was in the boyfriend collection. It was a little bit more like a mid-rise legging. However, the rise height is updated for this, so it was not described whether or not the rise height was higher from the waistband being higher or from the crotch gusset to the bottom of the waistband. So it wasn't clarified entirely. Waistband was taken in just a little bit per customer feedback. It's also coming in 2 different inseam lengths, 24-inch and 26-inch. For the Dream Heather sports bra, the design team removed a fold line underneath the bust, but that is the only update to the Dream Heather sports bra that I know of. For the high impact sports bra, there has been a little bit more of an update to the shaping in the bust area. A lot of athletes expressed that they had kind of a uni boob going on. There wasn't a whole lot for shaping the bust. The Dbl Twist Sport Bra is made of butter fabric. There are no changes to the design. The, I want to say Space Collection was the last time that we saw it. The Aggressive Scrunch, there are no updates to those. We have seen those in the Juicy collection and in the summer sale like mini launch as well, so no updates to that design. If you made it to the end, thank y'all so much for watching my YouTube review videos. I really appreciate all of the really positive comments and feedback that I have received so far. My experience on YouTube has been super positive, and I really appreciate it. A lot of work and energy goes into making these review videos. So for me to film things and, you know, the auto adjustment of light for the camera and editing it, and it's a lot of practice and a lot of work, and I want to share with y'all as kind of a new content creator. You know, content creating is not easy. So to have all of y'all's positive feedback, it actually means more to me than you know. So I want to take the time to really sincerely say thank you for being a kind soul. If you've left a comment or liked the video or even just watching today, I really appreciate you for being here. So I hope it was helpful to someone in order to determine, you know, if your favorite items or items that you're interested in are going to be good for you to get on launch day. The launch day is at 1 p.m. Central Time. And again, if you found this video helpful, you can use code LEXI, L-E-X-I, at checkout to save 10% and support me as a BUFFBUNNY collection exclusive athlete. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.